This is my Mark 1 Fabia Vrs. And in my ownership, it really hasn't had the easiest life. Oh my. But today, we're gonna try and change it. So yeah, that is right. I've got 2 new front wings that we're gonna smack on the Fabia. Before we do get it on the car, there's a lot of stuff we need to do with them. A lot of prep work. Now you might be wondering why I need new wings for the Fabia. Let me take you back over and I'll really show you what's gone wrong. So if you did watch the video in summer, you would have seen that the front wing got absolutely bomber-clarted. When the lower arm bent and snapped, the wheel went dunk like that, and it's bent all the way up. So this wing is absolutely completely banana shaped, and this side you might not be able to see, but it's basically just riddled with dents all over it, and it's awful. Now with these new front wings, we need to modify them. Because this car is on air ride, the clearance between the tyre and the wing is so minimal. Now a lot of people, the traditional way of doing this is what we're calling rolling the arches. You get an arch roller, you put it in the arch, and you can bend the little lip around the inside of the arch in to create more clearance for your wheels. I tried to roll my arches many times, and what seems to happen is that the material of the front wings on these Skodas are so weak and thin, it completely disorientates and distorts the whole shape of the wing, and it looks awful. Me and Tom have come up with a new plan, and that's with one of these. Our plan is, as you can see, you've got this tab here, that tab there. That's for holding the arch liner in. This lip that runs all the way across here, this is the lip that you can normally roll. But what we're gonna do is get the angle grinder and just cut it all the way back, all the way down. Hopefully, all being well, this isn't gonna go wrong. It's not gonna ruin it. Now this wing, as you can also see, is blue. So it's gonna be sanded. We're gonna prep it anyway, because it's gonna be painted. So getting this type of job like this done before anything is really what you want to do. Also as well, middle of December, blue sky, sunshine. It's literally the perfect day to go for a walk. Mate, what are you doing? What are you doing? Wait, who's this guy?
Merry Christmas to the fighters. May your spirits never tally. The losses but the wins and the whispers of the rally. Peace on earth, we build it block by block.
Right, I reckon it's time to get the file out. Right, Tom's just said he's got the factory finish. That is, to be fair, can't really notice. Like, it's not bad. If we get that dead smooth, she'll be mint, mate. There's nothing wrong with that. So obviously, if you haven't realised, this is a second-hand wing, which is why it's a different colour to the Fabia. So we don't really mind cutting this one up and mashing it up. It's actually from the Ambience model, not a VRS. So it's the same thing, it's just a different colour with a different badge. So all that, we're gonna rip that badge off, sand it all back in a bit. But the other wing that I've got, brand spanking new. And we're also gonna cut this one up as well. Cutting up something brand new like this really doesn't feel quite right. Tom just said he doesn't want to do it, so this one's gonna hurt, boys, but needs must. Gotta get that fitment on the Fabia, so let's get cutting. We've cut this lovely new wing up, obviously, as you can see here. Couldn't quite get the angle of the dangle, so this bit, as long as you just ignore what's going on here, we're gonna basically start sanding the blue wing now, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna get a file and just file all this dead smooth so it's like flush. All the little imperfections here we'll be able to fix with the files. Let's crack on with the sanding. Now we've cut the inner lips on the arches, we need to prep them for paint. The deal I've got is that if I can prep the wings, a friend of mine will paint them for me, so we've got to prep them. Now the new one, that literally needs no prep. All you'll have to do is kind of rub it down, prime it and paint it, it'll be fine. Whereas this one, the bluey, has obviously got different paint on it. So this paint needs to come off. It's also got loads of marks on it. It's got this badge that needs to come off, indicator thing's got to come out. So without further ado, we're gonna get the sander on the go and start ripping this thing apart. Right, I've managed to get the indicator out of the wing. It's literally just a press fit. It's like a press fit thing, so that's out. Obviously next step is got to get the badge off. Now these are glued on as far as I'm aware, so we have got a heat gun, we have got a man's trusted weapon, and we are going to try and get this off.
Mate.
Badge is off. We just got to get all this glue off, but you can probably just sand it straight off, I reckon. Just so yeah, without further ado, let's get sanding. If you have been enjoying these videos, then you really need to make sure you are smacking that subscribe button. I've noticed most of the people that watch these videos aren't even subscribed, so join the gang. Now, I don't work at a body shop. I'm no body shop guy whatsoever. I know minimal about bodywork. All I know is that the paint on this has to come off and then you repaint it. But I also think you're not meant to go all the way back to bare metal. New paint won't really have something to stick to, and then you'll have to probably do quite a few layers of primer, sand, then paint. I think I've gone through to the metal. If you can see that there, that's the metal. I don't want to do that anymore. I just kind of want to go over the whole thing. This is 120 grit, which is really, really quite strong, I think, for bodywork. So it is going to go through the paint really quick. Literally just go over it all, just a little bit, and then go straight to the 800, I think, and go from there. Now, sanding can be a really labour-intensive job, but I'm trying my best to keep it fun, and at least we've got some power tools to do the job. Doing this by hand would take absolutely ages. It's just a step-by-step process that you need to keep cracking on at. So we've sanded the whole thing with 800 grit, pretty marked up. Now I'm going to go over with 400 on a sanding block, go over the whole thing and get it basically dead smooth. Then go over it with 800 and just get it as smooth as I possibly can. So I'm going to crack on doing this and I'll catch up with you guys later. It's probably going to be quite a long process. If you want to get some of yours, link in bio, discount code as well. Best car cleaning brand in the world. So I've sanded it as much as I think it needs to be sanded. I'm really not 100% sure. Obviously you can see it's gone through the painting sections, but some sections, like up there, it's still a bit shiny. As far as I'm aware, that should be good. We started with 120 all over, then we went to 400 all over, and then I got the block out with some sand with 800 all over, and then 1200 all over, so I think that's good. Now we're just gonna go in here, the new wing, which I'm not gonna touch prep-wise, but we just need to sort that out and get it nice and smooth. Going at this for a while. We've been going at this for a while with just like a sanding block, and yeah, Tom decided to get the big application on the go. So I'm going to hold the wing and we're going to see what this can do. Now, this tool is most commonly known as a belt sander. Now, belt sanders, especially this one, I believe is usually used on wood. It's basically a bit of sandpaper that is spinning around so fast, doing the job that you're trying to do by hand or with a sander just 20 times easier and 20 times quicker. It just makes everyone's life easier. This wing is now nice and sliced up, so that is pretty much the prep work done. So there we have it, one second-hand fully prepped wing and one brand new wing that shouldn't need pretty much any work before that gets painted. So these two are now very nearly ready to go on. What I will do, I'm going to take this over to the car and show you how broken this one really is. See the angle at the bottom of that wing, whereas the angle of that wing is dead straight, and it's just completely bent out. I mean, look at the gap Oh, it's awful, it's awful. So yeah, that is that. The wings are prepped for the Fabia, which is sick. Tom has just quickly mentioned, he said, can we have a very quick look at his car, because he's losing a lot of oil. So before we end up this video, we're gonna very quickly get underneath the bonnet of Tom's 350 and just have a little look. Make sure it's all right. Let's see what's going on under here. About a year ago, Tom had a really bad oil leak from his rocker cover. Managed to fix it, get it sorted, but he's quite worried that it may have come back again. We might start stripping the top of the engine apart. Now, on these 350s, this is a HR, so this is the nicer, different version. It has two intakes. You can see there's one airbox there, one airbox there, intake. This kind of engine cover doubles as an intake plenum. So obviously to get it off, you've got to take the strut bar off, you've got to take all this off. So it might be a job of start stripping it down and seeing where the oil's going. So it was definitely, in fact, a job of just trying to strip it down and get all the bits off before we can actually access the rocker covers. Now, as I said, Tom did have a leak about a year ago, and unfortunately that leak was not solved by potentially someone snapping one of the rocker cover bolts into the head, which was resolved with some sealant, let's just say, but we both believe that that snap bolt may be causing him some problems now. As you can see, Christmas tree family house, and Tom said he's just ran in to see if he can get one of his Christmas presents on his car early. If we've got to take the intakes off and put the intakes back on, maybe that might give a hint to maybe what he might be putting back on his car in a minute. Another thing to mention, if you don't already, please go follow me on Instagram. It's harry.roberts.1. Give me a follow on there to see more behind the scenes stuff from the channel. What? What'd you say? One of them's gonna snap?
Yeah, no.
Oh my god, that looks so... Oh my god. Ta-da! That can go to one side. And here we are faced with a 350Z HR intake. And yeah, you can see rocker cover here and a rocker cover here. Obviously rocker covers are held on with bolts all down the sides of them down there. So we're basically just going to see if we can see any leaks or see if anything going wrong. So you reckon it's going to be leaking in here as well then? So if you pull that out. That looks alright. Ah, she's
In that back corner.
What, in this back corner? Alright.
Yes. No.
Oh. Let's have a look. She's a bit wet. She's a bit wet. It doesn't look bad in there though, to be fair. It doesn't look awful. Going in for the spark plugs. Well, that wasn't that tight. It wasn't very tight, was it?
Fine.
So Tom's just undone the second one, and this one, did you say this one's finger tight? Finger tight. But you didn't replace these, did you? It's just done at a garage. So, yeah, let's, all finger tight. I mean, does anyone actually know the torque specs on these though? I don't think anyone knows torque specs on these.
Someone somewhere does.
If you know the torque specs on a 350 spark plug, let us know. Oh dear. She's wet. That is not what you want. So what does that mean then? Rock covers are leaking.
Yeah, but that's because this bolt's snapped in. So this isn't clamping it down enough. Yeah, it's just that one that's wet.
So that corner of the rocker cover.
Yeah, look, shine the phone down there.
Oh yeah, she's a bit wet. Oh yeah. Yeah, we've taken 1, 2, 3 spark plugs out, which is 1, 2, 3. These two were fine. This one's got oil on it. The rocker cover gaskets on these, the gasket goes round the edge like that, and there's also 3 seals like that. You've probably seen it if you know what I mean. This seal here, around this one, is leaking a little bit of oil into the spark plug hole. The fix for that is, yeah, maybe new rocker cover gasket. Tom doesn't have a new rocker cover gasket to hand now. The oil leak that he's got is minor, and it is just burning a bit of oil. So it's not the worst thing in the whole world. It's still drivable. It'll be absolutely fine. It's just not ideal. So what we're gonna do is put it all back together now. Tom's got these coil packs that he had in. They are aftermarket from China. So he's got his OEM coil packs coming back out. So we're going to put the OEM coil packs back in, torque up the spark plugs properly, check all the bolts on the rocker cover are tight to make sure it's clamping down, and then when we put the intakes back on, see what is happening in this box. Is that how tight it is? Mate, that is crazy. Yeah, these definitely need checking out. Right.
They're a bit black.
Check the other side. They're all fine. Check the rocker cover bolts, and yeah, back together. What's Tom got? Shit! I haven't guessed it, Tom has got a new intake, aftermarket intake. It is, as far as we're all aware, an Alibaba special. You're gonna see, it'll probably be fine. 2 new cones, metal intake, so yeah, let's start getting it bolted together. So the process begins. Now, due to this being an aftermarket part, the likelihood of this fitting first time perfectly is quite slim. And I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't film everything, and it was a massive pain in the backside to fit this kit. So I did cut a lot of the footage out from this, but you can see it cracking on and getting it all bolted together. That time, start up Tom's engine. Let's see if it goes. Go on. It starts, that's a good thing. Mate, it sounds sick. Well, there we go then. Tom's intakes are fitted. It sounds sick. Car runs and it turns on. So that's always a bonus. But that is going to draw us to the end of today's video. If you did enjoy what you saw, then please smash that subscribe button. We're nearly at 2,000 subscribers, which is so sick. In the next video, all being well, new wings on the Fab, which will be so cool as well. So definitely stay tuned, definitely share it, and definitely like this video. See you guys in the next one. Peace.